Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival Guide. This episode actually takes place leading up to the episode before this. I switched the order just so you could immediately see what we can do with this Therizinosaur that we just tamed. That's the episode right before this, and we're going to actually show you how we got there. So, I am going out on an expedition so that we can tame an Ankylosaur. We just finished getting this huge Therizinosaur. That was a crazy tame. Go back to episode 40 and 41 if you're interested. It was pretty amazing. We're going to head up the beach, and the next dino that we need that will be another huge game changer is an Ankylosaur. And basically, the three big things you need a lot of are going to be stone, wood, and metal. And of course, thatch is great, but the Ankylosaur and Doedicurus both are amazing at harvesting thatch. So with these three dinos, we are going to be able to get pretty much all the most important building materials incredibly quickly. So once we've got that, we're in great shape. So I got stuck trying to jump out the door. It's really nice to set up here because I've got nice doors that I can pull up on the coast, hop out, grab some metal, and then I can just use one of these other doors to hop right back into my base. So I don't have to get out, I don't have to risk any of the sea scorpions that are all over this bay or anything. So I'm just going to put metal into the forge, grab some wood, and we are going to smelt this as we go on down the coast. So this is a really nice setup. We've just always got everything that we need right here. So I'm going to play jump rope with this Doedicurus, and let's see if we can grab this without actually moving. Not quite, so I'll have to move the boat just a little more. I really don't want to fall in the water because you never know what's in there, but even if I do run into anything dangerous, I'll probably still be okay because, I've got these really nice plant species X here to protect me, so there we go. So now I can grab that metal without actually getting out of the boat, and that is always a good thing. So once we get an Ankylosaur, it's going to be a lot easier. I can just use his tail to hit stuff from pretty far away, and just like this Doedicurus is running over everything and mowing down all the rocks, the Ankylosaur will be able to mow down the metal once I've got him in the boat. So that's going to be a real game changer. Now, what is this? Okay. Looks like the plant species X are shooting down this Pelagornis, and I'll see if I can finish him off real quick. Get some easy experience. Nope. Okay. Worth a try. So I'm always listening while I'm going down the coast because when I hear those plant turrets shooting at stuff, that's nice. They just kill stuff on their own. I've got them set to fire, and I have them on long distance. So they're just going to kind of shoot at everything down the coast. That means if a whale comes up, they will attack it. Oh, there's those waterfalls that we went over way back in the day when we were exploring this coast on Raptor. Feels totally different now, doesn't it? We have this huge floating fortress with mobile turrets and all of this good stuff. So we're a little bit tougher in our giant battleship, right? I remember this was a pretty safe bay, and it's got some nice shallow areas. So I think I'm going to pull in here and park the boat for a minute. So our mission is to search out and find an Ankylosaur that we can get down to the beach. Just like we tamed that Therizinosaur, I want to get an Ankylosaur into this raft so that I can tame him safely. Oh man, this guy's been leveling up a lot. Wow. We have not really used her for a while. So I'm going to tell all my dinos to stop following me, and let's see what this area looks like above where we were. So this is some really nice jungle. We got some beautiful waterfalls. Might be a nice spot for a base later on once I get some better flyers, but I'm going to search through this jungle and see if I can find an Ankylosaur, because I think, oh, wow, okay, there is a ton of plant species X. So once again, we did not need to go anywhere near that far down the coast. There's just some really great deposits of these things all over these jungles up on the cliffs. So, yeah, I don't know how safe this would be. There's another one, man. But if you need plant species X, just look for that huge spire above that little coastal area where we spent so much time. And that's going to be a great place to find plant species X. but not Ankylosaurs. So Ankylosaurs are more common around where there's a lot of metal. So there's a lot of metal up here. Wow, I'm gonna have to come back here when I've got one and grab a bunch of that stuff, because man, that's a whole bunch of metal. But no Ankylosaurs, and that's what we really want right now. So I'm going to park for a second and recover my stamina, which, by the way, is lasting a really long time on this Pteranodon. So all that leveling up we've been doing for her stamina is really paying off now. We can just go for a long time. Yeah, turrets are just killing stuff without us even being there, so... I'm going to see if I'm high enough level to get this. I'm pretty sure I will not be, but it looks pretty safe, so I'm just going to check this really quick, and yeah, it looks like I need to be level 60 to use a red drop. But that's good to know, so when I'm level 60 I'll start going after those again. And we didn't find anything on that quick scouting expedition, so I'm going to hop back in the boat, pack everything back up, and keep on going down the coast. But I will deposit some of this good stuff that we found, and we are definitely never going to run out of plant species X seeds. So that's good to know. Alright, let's see if we can find anything else down this coast. So I remember when I was exploring before, there were quite a few Ankylosaurs up in the jungles in these mountains. So we're killing a lot of things. So coelacanths are just small fish. I'm not even going to bother jumping out to grab those because they're not really worth that much. But I will let my Doedicurus smash all these little rocks we're driving by, because those are going to really add up after a while, and it's just really handy to have tons of stone. We're eventually going to be able to make some bullets and guns and all that good stuff, and we're going to need a ton of stone and flint to make those. So even if we don't use it all in building materials, we're definitely going to want that later. So this is a cool little rock formation we're going by. Might make a nice base. You get a nice roof over your head, but there's a lot of holes in it, so it's kind of cool area though. I'll have to explore that a little more later. I am really happy that I can just keep cruising around this coast because, you know, I don't have to worry about whales in the deep water because they'll never be able to reach me with those turrets. This is a really cool river back here that goes up into the jungle, but I think I'm going to leave that alone for now. But this is a nice sized boulder, so we will see if we can smash that. Yeah! We're going to have tons of stone on this guy. I know it takes a little bit longer to go up the coast while I'm smashing all the rocks with my Doedicurus, but that's really going to pay off because we're not actually going to have to farm them. And it looks like he is not grabbing that, which means he must be full. Oh, I left that door open. Well, I don't see anything dangerous, and I don't hear my turrets, which means it should be safe. So I'm going to check this out a little bit. I've been looking for a place that I can... Oh, that island looks perfect. Okay. I've been looking for a nice, safe island to grab a bunch of wood. So I lost a little footage again. I went down the beach just a tad and found a nice little spot with some rays coming to attack me. So I think once these are clear, this will be a really nice little island that we can do some farming and grab some wood. But I will have to take out these rays. Now, you can see rays are pretty aggressive. They're just coming after me here, and I probably did start that fight. These plant species X are shooting everything around. But you'll notice they actually killed one of those rays without me doing anything, and the other ray is attracted to anything dead in the water. So he's coming to try to attack and, you know, eat that ray that was already down there. Yes, they are cannibals, and that is frowned upon in most cultures, but whatever, they don't care. So the first one that died was actually attracting all these other ones to come up here. And that gave me even more rays to kill, and my plant species X did most of the work. I only had to shoot a couple arrows, and there we go. Tons of free fish meat. Which is going to really come in handy because I am planning to tame a dolphin later on, so we'll probably still have some left over. So now we've got our Doedicurus unloaded. I skipped a little bit because it just takes a long time running back and forth to my storage bins. And yeah, this is a perfect area, so I'm just going to let him smash all these stones as we go. And okay, Looked like that might have been a boulder on top of another boulder, but you can see it just pushed him all the way back to the back of the raft. But if he ever goes through that first wall, I'm just going to keep on driving because I want him to completely come out the back side of the raft. Yeah, there's that stone he got stuck on. It wasn't very tall, but I think he's going to be good. That's probably enough stone for now, and I'm going to go ahead and repark this base so we can get that Therizinosaur out and go and harvest some wood. So if you missed that, go one episode before this one, and you'll see where we did that. We harvest a bunch of wood and show you how to do that. And yeah, my scorpion also just fell off the back of the raft. That rock looks like it grabbed him while I was turning around. So I am trying to jump up and ride him, but that's not working, so I'll just tell him to follow me, and we'll load him back up on the raft too. So that was a little awkward, but that's okay. So thanks for watching. Next episode, we'll go into the next segment of our journey to find an Ankylosaur. We'll see you then.